First off, I like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this is your brother Dawad Bar from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And as you see on my phone screen here, I got at Warhouse Pod, and it says the title of his video is I hate using that term, Black Hebrew Israelites debunk faith, not race, defines God's children. And I'm going to sit up here and just say this. First and foremost, we're not black. We're dark people. We got brown complexions. We can have different shades of brown, but that's what we are. Point blank people. When you use that term black, it's a social construct. Black and white were social constructs that were made to sit up here and separate, divide, to cause conflict between two nations of people. But when you look in the scriptures, it said that Esau, Edom came out red all over, and then it sits up here and lets you know that Jacob was just like everybody else. He was a dark brown man or a brown skinned man, So this fool right here talking about that, hey, well, you know what? First and foremost, we're not black. But if you want to sit up here and say being brown or being dark complexion is a big identifier of who we are as a people. Point blank, period. But you will have speckled birds. With that, I'm going to let this fool go ahead and talk. But first, I want to get the Copyright Act of 1976. I'm not using this for any type of financial or monetary gain. I'm just using this for educational and teaching purposes. Because you got clowns like this. And you're going to have a lot of clowns in the latter days coming up against us. Because as the time is speeding up, man, for Yahweh shot to show up, man, you're going to have clowns like this, man. It's going to come against us, and start shit. But with that, let me go and let this fool play and get some scriptures.
The black Hebrew Israelites really claim that they're the children of God because they're black. That's stupid. That's retarded. Like, that's got to be the goofiest things ever when the Bible clearly says your faith is what makes you a child of God, not being black. The black Hebrew Israelites really claim that they're the children of God because they're black. That's stupid. That's retarded. Like, that's got to be the goofiest things ever when the Bible clearly says your faith is what makes you a child of God, not.
So I'm going to stop him right there. Ain't no need listening to that trash no more. I had a few scriptures pulled up now, but the first scripture I want to sit up here and go to is not in Job. I want to go here first. Let me go to Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. See, this fool is rejecting knowledge. He sit up here and he specifically said, Hebrew Israelites. I'm not going to use the term black because we're not black first and foremost. We're brown. There's no such thing as black. I'm going to say it again. We're brown people. Now, he's talked to some Israelites out there and sit up here and came up with his own thoughts. He wasn't paying attention, and the Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit is just not on him, And he better pray the Lord put the Spirit on him at some point, because if not, he's gonna be destroyed. Point blank, period. Because he got a big ass mouth and don't know what he's talking about. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, truly a lack of knowledge. They go by worldly thoughts. He probably believes in Cesare Borgia, that JC fellow. That's what he believes in, and he's gonna be destroyed. See, you got knuckleheads out here, man. The Lord ain't going to deal with you. That's why he's rejecting a lot of you fools, because you don't want to listen. Now, to get to the other point was, I'm going to sit up here and go to, I had Job pulled up, Now, he sit up here and says, actually, you know what? Let me go here first. I got Jeremiah 14 and 2. This is Jeremiah 14 and 2. It says, Judith mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is going up. So he's sitting up here describing how the people's skin look. Now, even though it says black, we're going to sit up here and get the word for what it really is. It's not black. It says they are black. When you look up that word, it's quadar. Quadar. And when you look at the Bible usage for that word, you don't see black on here. What does it say? Be dark. To be dark, darken. That's what it actually means. So when you look up that word, when you look at the word black in the Bible, it really is. It's really in a lot of instances it's quadar. It means to be darkened or dark. They are dark flesh people. You know, that's what we are. A dark flesh people. You know, we're brown. You know, tan, almond colored, caramel colored, honey colored, paper bag colored. You know, a light tan color. You know. You know, when you used to go back when you go back in the day, you used to hear white people call Chinese yellow people. Yellow is a combination. Yellow is a brown. It's a light. It's tan. You know, but they used to call them that. They used to call them yellow. I'm hoping I ain't too old. You know, I'm hoping some other brothers remember that. But they used to call them yellow. Yellow is derivative of brown, especially a tan color. But either way it goes, man, you got clowns out here who just sit up here and just come to the fact that, you know, they just want to sit up here and love Esau Edom, man. They love their master. And he's a clown that loves his master. But the word there is quadar, and quadar means dark. It doesn't mean black. And Esau loved to play on words, and they've done that with the scriptures quite a bit. So with that being said, I have another scripture I want to pull up. Let me sit up here and go to Job. And that was the other scripture I had pulled up, Job 30. This is Job 30. It says, this is Job 30 and 29. I am a brother to dragons and a companion to owls. And when it says I'm a brother to dragons, who's that brother that they talk about? Esau Edom, that wise serpent. You know, when you look up in serpents, when they continuously grow, they turn into dragons. You know, especially when you look at the Chinese lore, you know, they turn into dragons. And what they say, dragons are wise. Well, Esau is that wise serpent. That's just like when it says in Revelation, it said that, you know, the dragon, you know, Esau is that wise serpent, that wise dragon. Now, when this sit up here and says, when you go down to Job 30 and 30, it says, my skin is black upon me and my bones are burned with heat. That skin is black upon me. It's being this dark. So it's this letting you know right then and there is describing the Israelites. See, clowns like this, man, don't pay attention to jack shit. They just talk out the side of their neck and don't understand the scriptures at all. You know, and no, we do not go by color. We actually go by the spirit, and it's not by faith. It's by the spirit. If you ain't got the spirit on you, you through. The spirit, the Rakakwadots give you the spirit to understand the scriptures, and something that he clearly lacks. He don't have the spirit on him. Point blank. Period. Now I'm finna sit up here and say this too. I'm gonna pull up Numbers because this lets you know what the Lord thinks of pale flesh. This is I'm gonna read down to 15, so bear with me. This is number 12 and 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman who he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Had he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek, above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. Moses was a very humble man, very soft-spoken man. And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam. And they both came forward. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I the Lord will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently and not in dark speeches, and the similitudes of the Lord shall be he behold. And wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. So he called leprosy a sin. He said he didn't want it to be laid upon him. You know, so what is you talking about, you fucking idiot? Being pale flesh is a fucking curse. And then this is Numbers 12:12. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. He's saying she dead. So when you got pale flesh, it's like being dead. And he said, number 12:13, and Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, Heal her now, O Yahweh, I beseech thee. And the Lord said unto Moses, If her father had put but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be set out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received again. And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again. And afterward the people removed the Hazeroth and pitch in the wilderness of Param. So after 7 days, she was going to get her color back, But what did Aaron say? That's a curse. He said that's a sin. So to sit up here and have pale flesh is a sin. It's a curse. So the guys like this don't know what he's talking about, man. He gonna be fucking destroyed, man. Just fucking goddamn destroyed. Talk too goddamn much, man. You lean into your own understanding and don't understand the scriptures. And brothers have brought this out time and time again. It's coming to a point, man, we're not going to be on the internet no more. We're not going to be out there on the highways no more. So clowns like this ain't going to be able to get this truth. And you know what? When that time comes, when we shut down, if you ain't got it, by that time, chances are you ain't going to get it, Now, it did say, the Lord, it said that people going to be bought in at the last hour, and that's happening. But either way it goes, man, hey, yes, that is one of the main things. Oh, that was the other thing I want to sit up here and get. Let me go to it real quick. I know it's in Romans, but my mind is blanking. What's this? Damn, I can't. Right now my mind is blanking and I can't even Spirit bear witness. Spirit. Yeah, there you go. Here it is. It says, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are, you know what? Let me go to 8. Yeah, here it is. So this is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. And if the children, then heirs. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai Mashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So yeah, the Spirit bear witness that we are children. So we go by the Spirit. Point blank period. If you can understand this truth, then that means, hey, chances are you might be of the elect. If you can honestly understand this truth, get with this truth, and literally understand it and accept it, then chances are you might be of the elect. If not, you're going to be like that fool, Warehouse Pod, or whatever his name is. But with that, man, hey, look, I hope this was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. It's how you taste to the hope for that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Baba Ball and Anya Habadam Malakim. Shalom.